इति दृक्स्वालीलाभिरानन्दकुण्डे स्वघोषं निमज्जन्ताम् आख्यापयन्ताम् तदीयेषितान्येषु भक्तेर्जिता त्वाम् पुनः प्रेमातास्तं सातावृत्ति वन्दे वरं देवा मोक्षं न मोक्षावधिं वा न चान्यं वृण्णेऽहं वरसदपीह इदं ते वपुर्नाथ गोपालबालम् सदा मे मानस्य वीरास्तां किम् अन्ये इदं ते मुखं भोजम् अत्यन्तनीले वृतं कुण्ठैलास्निग्धरक्तैश्च गोप्या मुहुष्कुम्भितां बिम्बरक्ताधरं मे मनस्य वीरास्तामालं लक्षलभे नमो देवदामोदरानन्त विष्णु प्रसीद प्रभो दुःखजलाब्धिमग्ना कृपादृष्टिवृष्ट्यातिदीनां गृहाणि समामच्नां यदि अक्षिदृश्या कुबेरात्मजौ बद्धमूर्त्यैव यद्वत् त्वया मोचितौ भक्तिभजौ कृतौ च तथा प्रेम भक्तिं स्वकं मे प्रयाच न मोक्षे ग्राहो मे स्थिदामोदरेह नमस्ते स्तुदाम्ने स्फुरदीप्तिदाम्ने त्वदीयोदराय विश्वस्य दाम्ने नमो राधिकाय त्वदीया प्रियाय नमो अनन्तलीलाय देवाय तुभ्यम्
हरे कृष्णा
हरे हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम हरे राम
राम राम राम हरे 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 कृष्णा हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम हरे राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम हरे राम 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 हरे हरे. Hare Krishna. Let's all do prayer together. Put your palms together, close your eyes, and meditate on the sound vibrations of the prayer as we sing the prayer together. कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय देवकीनन्दनाय च नन्दगोपाकुमाराय गोविन्दाय नमो नमः। नमो पङ्कजनाभाय नमो पङ्कजमालिने नमो पङ्कजनेत्राय नमस्ते पङ्कजाङ्घ्रये। ॐ अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपा कदा माह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगणरघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं सद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादान् सहगणललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च। हे कृष्णा करुणा सिन्धो दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेशा गोपिका कान्ता राधा कान्त नमोऽस्तु ते। तप्त काञ्चन गौराङ्गी राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। श्रीकृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानन्द श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवसादि गौरभक्तवृन्दा। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्णा हरे 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 रामा राम राम हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्णा हरे 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 रामा राम राम हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्णा हरे 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 रामा राम राम हरे हरे। Hare Krishna, welcome everyone. Good morning. Thank you, Vidit, for the beautiful singing of Damodarashtakam. It was really very, very melodious. Good job. Thank you. Welcome everyone. We had a 2 week break as I was out of town. However, I hope you all kept in touch with the verses that we learned so far in the topic or in the theme of the year, which is Krishna is everywhere. So we covered 7.8, 7.9, 7.10, and then we came to 10th chapter and started with verse number. Do you all remember which was 21 or 20? Was 20,
I think it
right?
was 20, right?
Yeah, that's what verse 20. Did you all get a chance to memorize the verses, at least one, two, or three, or what do you all think? Did you all get a chance? How many of you memorized all the verses? How many of you memorized two verses? How many of you memorized? At least spend 5 minutes every day, all these days, which I thought is the homework for all of us. Is getting very busy with high school? Sahasra, Sanvi. You both are in senior year now, right? Who else is in senior year today?
Yeah.
Is it getting very tight with schedule?
Yeah, it was like the peak the past like 3 months, but I think now it should be a little bit okay because most of like the early Common App stuff were been done.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
Cool. And then you're doing any other regular applications or no?
I might. I first focused on all my early ones, but we'll
Mm-hmm.
see. I just wanted to stay in state, so I didn't have that many to do.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Cool. Very good. How about you, Sanvi?
Yeah, same. Mostly I did a couple early and I'm gonna do a few regular too based on my early decisions, but
Yeah, same. That's what, yeah.
When will it come out? The early ones?
Actually,
um
the earliest is UGA and it comes out this coming Friday.
Ooh.
Yeah.
And then how about the other ones?
Georgia Tech they still didn't tell us, but I think it's early
Mid-December.
December, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, another month.
Yeah, and
Okay.
then I applied for two out of state and those are coming out in January.
Yeah,
Oh,
same.
Yeah.
okay. All right. Good luck with those.
Thank you.
Okay. So let's get started with, I think we should do Sikshashtakam too. So let's do Sikshashtakam. चेतोदर्पणमार्जनं भवमहादावाग्निर्वापनं श्रेयः कैरवचन्द्रिका वितरणं विद्यावधूजीवनम् आनन्दाम्बुदिवर्धनं प्रतिपदं पूर्णामृता स्वादनं सर्वात्मा स्नपनं परं विजयते श्रीकृष्णसङ्कीर्तनं नाम्नामकारि बहुधा निज सर्वशक्तिस्तत्रार्पिता नियमिता स्मरणेन कालः एतादृशी तव कृपा भगवन् ममापि तुत्तैवमीदृशम् इहाजनीनानुरागः तृणादपि सुनीचेन तरोरपि सहिष्णुना मानिना मानदेन कीर्तनीय सदा हरिः न धनं न जनं न सुन्दरीं कवितां वा जगदीश कामये मम जन्मनि जन्मनीश्वरे भवताद्भक्ति अहैतुकी त्वयि अयि नन्दतनुजा किङ्करं पतितं मां विषमे भवाम्बुद कृपया तव पादपङ्कजास्थितधूलिसदृशं विचिन्तया नयनं गलदश्रुधारया वदनं गद्गदरुद्धया गिरा पुलकैर्निचितं वपु कदा तव नाम ग्रहणे भविष्यति युगायितं निमिषेण चक्षुषा प्रावृषायितं शून्यायितं जगत्सर्वं गोविन्दविरहेण मे आस्तिष्य वा पादरतां पिनष्टु माम् अदर्शनां मर्महतां करोतु वा यथा तथा वा विदधातु लम्पटो मत्प्राणनाथस्तु स एव नापरः प्रभुराशिष्टाष्टकश्लोक ये पडे शुने कृष्णे प्रेमा भक्ति तारा बाडे दिने दिने हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे. All right, so we'll move on to the next verse of this week, which is chapter 10, text 22. If any one of you can share your screen and focus on text 22, we will do the Sanskrit reading and then we'll discuss the translation too. I give the share permissions. Please go ahead and share the screen. Or if you think we don't want to share the screen, I will share the link. You all can open on your browsers and read. I think that's better, right? Let's do that. Okay. I'll share the link and you all can open on your browsers. That way everybody will be focused on the Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare. Where is chat? Chat. I'm not finding chat in my screen. Chat, yeah. Chapter 10, please go to verse 22. You all got the chat, right? Please open on your own browsers and be alert, attentive, so that when I call out your name, you're going to repeat after me and then start leading. So we will have, who else is here? Not many students are here today. So Shrika, please repeat after me, okay? You're doing 22nd verse. Vedanam samavedosmi.
Vedanam samavedosmi.
Devanamasmi vasavaha.
Devanam asmi vasavaha.
Indriyanam manaschasmi.
Indriyanam manaschasmi.
Bhutanamasmi chetana.
Bhutanam asmi chetana.
You can lead now.
Vedanam samavedosmi.
Sama, not sama, sama.
Vedanam samavedosmi.
Vedanam samavedosmi.
Devanam vasavaha.
Vasavaha.
Devanam asmi vasavaha.
Vasavaha. First A is longer.
Vasava.
Devanamsmi vasavah.
Indriyanam manaschasmi.
Indriyanam manaschasmi.
Bhutanam asmi chetana.
भूतानामस्मि चेतना वेदानां वेदानां सामवेदोऽस्मि
वेदानां सामवेदोऽस्मि
देवानामस्मि वासवः
देवानाम् अस्मि वासवः
इन्द्रियाणां मनश्चास्मि
इन्द्रियाणां मनश्चास्मि
भूतानाम् अस्मि चेतना
भूतानामस्मि चेतना वेदानां सामवेदोऽस्मि
वेदानां सामवेदोऽस्मि
देवानामस्मि वासवः
देवानामस्मि वासवः
इन्द्रियाणां मनश्चास्मि
इन्द्रियाणां मनश्चास्मि
भूतानामस्मि चेतना
भूतानामस्मि चेतना वेदानां सामवेदोऽस्मि
वेदानां सामवेदोऽस्मि
देवानामस्मि वासवः
देवानामस्मि वासवः
इन्द्रियाणां मनश्चास्मि
इन्द्रियाणां मनश्चास्मि
भूतानामस्मि चेतना
भूतानाम् अस्मि चेतना वेदानां सामवेदोऽस्मि
वेदानां सामवेदोऽस्मि
देवानाम् अस्मि वासवः
देवानामस्मि वासवः
इन्द्रियाणां मनश्चास्मि
इन्द्रियाणां मनश्चास्मि
भूतानाम् अस्मि चेतना
भूतानामस्मि चेतना वेदानां सामवेदोऽस्मि
वेदानां सामवेदोऽस्मि
देवानामस्मि वासवः
अस्मि वासवः
इन्द्रियाणां मनश्चास्मि
इन्द्रियाणां मनश्चास्मि
भूतानामस्मि चेतना
भूतानाम् अस्मि चेतना वेदानां सामवेदोऽस्मि
Is everyone done? Huh? Yes, everyone done? Vedang, are you done too? Vedang just joined, I think.
Yeah. What did I miss? What did I miss? Sorry.
Okay. Can you share your screen, Dhatri, please?
Yeah.
Lead again, Dhatri.
वेदानां सामवेदोऽस्मि
Vedanam Samo Vedosmi
देवानाम् अस्मि वासवः
Devanam Asmi Vasavaha
इन्द्रियाणां मनश्चास्मि
Indriyanam Manaschasmi
भूतानाम् अस्मि चेतना
Bhutanam Asmi Chetana.
You can read now, please, Vedang.
Vedanam Sama Vedosmi
Vedanam Samavedosmi.
Deva Nam Asmi Vasava
Devanamasmi Vasavaha.
Indriyaman Manaschasmi Kasmi
Indriyanam Manaschasmi.
Bhutanam Asmi Setana.
Bhutanamasmi Chaitana. You should be careful. The C's are not always H's as in English, unless there is a special scenario where it mentions with a dot or something. It's always Cha. Okay.
Okay.
Thanks everyone for reading. Now we will do the translation. So Krishna, the theme of the year, which is Krishna is everywhere. We learned about how Krishna is the taste of water, the sunshine, the moonshine, the intelligence of the intelligent, the prowess of the powerful, the ascetic nature of the ascetics, the heat in fire, the omkara, the sound vibration in ether. What else? Is the Can you all list those things? We did 18 of them, right? Can somebody list all of them from 7.8 till 10.21, please?
Like taste of water, light in the sun and moon, syllable om in Vedic
He's
in
the
mantra,
ability in man,
sound
in men.
ether and ability in man, fragrance of earth, original fragrance in earth, heat and fire, life of all that lives, penances of all ascetics. He is the super soul. He's in every living entity or Paramatma, and he is like the beginning, middle, and end of all beings. And of all like the sons of Aditya, he is Vishnu, and he is the light in the sun, and he is like the wind, and among the stars, he's the moon. So he's like really bright.
And what is the name of that wind which we talked about?
Marichi.
Awesome, good job. Now today we're going to read another set of 4 greatness about Krishna, or where he manifests himself in great things that we experience in our day-to-day life. So he's saying Vedhanam. Now, what are Vedas? Vedas are these scriptures that are compiled by Vyasadev. You all have to note this down, please. This is all basic information, which is good to know about the scriptures, Sanatan scriptures, the eternal scriptures. So Vedas are compilations of Vyasadev. And who is Vyasadev? He is also an incarnation of Lord Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. He is called the literary incarnation, meaning one who compiled all the literature that is essential for human beings to successfully achieve their goal. So Vedas are these set of scriptures which are compiled by Vyasadev, and they were divided into 4 sets, and they are called Rig Veda, Samaveda, Yajurveda, and Atharvana Veda. 4 Vedas, 4 sets. Based on the information that's provided in that Vedas, they've been classified. It's not the same information in all the Vedas, but all the information in the Vedas is essential for a successful human life and to attain the human goal. Vedas are not meant for animals, they're meant for human beings. There's much more to know about Vedas, but I'm giving a very, very high level, 10,000 foot level about Vedas, compiled by Vyasadev, who is Lord Krishna himself, literary incarnation. And Krishna is saying among the Vedas, he is, what is he saying? Which Veda is he saying? I told 4 Vedas, right? What are
The
the 4 Vedas?
Samaveda.
Samaveda. He's saying his Samaveda. Now, what does Samaveda have, and why is Krishna saying that he is Samaveda, right? So let's think about or discuss about that. So the 4 Vedas, which are Rig Veda, Yajur Veda, Sama Veda, and Atharva Veda. I hope you all noted them down. And among these, what does Sama Veda have? Krishna is saying, I am Sama Veda among the Vedas.
The Samaveda is like the Veda of like melodies and chants, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
It has the glories of the Lord, and this is also the most musical Veda. Musical, I mean, the way the verses are, they're sung in a very musical melody, and this compilation of entirely those verses which are sung in praise of the Lord. And for those who listen to the Samavedic verses, it's so enchanting, and it also, if they understand it, it will evoke devotion in them. So Samaveda has verses which are glorifying the Lord. It's the musical verses, and one who attentively listens to them with understanding the Vedic significance and the Sanskrit meaning of those verses, what happens? It evokes devotion towards the Lord. And Krishna is saying, I am Samaveda among all the Vedas, meaning those verses which help us understand the Lord, they are really particular, they're really special. Other Vedas, talk about how to live a life. There's another Veda which talks about instructions on how to lead your life, how to perform your various activities. So different sections are there, but this particular Veda talks about those verses which glorify the Lord, and therefore Krishna also mentions that he is Sama Veda among the 4 Vedas. So that's about Vedic divisions, right? Next, Krishna is saying that Indri, what is the next one? He says, Devanam Asmi Vasavaha. Krishna is saying, I am, Deva means God, godly entities. We all know Krishna is the supreme, but there are other entities, other controllers who is been given the power by Krishna to control the material nature. And among them, Krishna is saying that he is the supreme Indra, who is the other name for Indra is Vasava. That's why it's saying Vasava. Devanam Asmi Vasavaha. Vasava is another name for Indra, and he's the chief of all the demigods. Like there's so many demigods, so many other controllers, right? There's one supreme controller, but under him there are so many other controllers. And among them, the chief is Indra, and his other name is Vasava. And Krishna is saying that he is manifesting as Indra. And Indra is unparalleled among souls in fame, power, and rank. Rank meaning he's the topmost. He's like very famous. He's very powerful by way of his position, and by way of he attains a soul that attains the position of Indra has performed many lifetimes of pious deeds. Just like if somebody wants to get promoted to a good position, a higher rank in the company, they must have shown their performance through their work in the company, isn't it? In the office, in the work. So when they have performed excellently, outstanding performance, then they get promoted to the topmost ranks. Similarly, Indra is a position that is attained by the desiring souls by performing pious deeds for many, many, many years. And then their position, they attain the position of Indra. And Krishna says that he is the Indra among all the demigods. So that's about Indra. So first line was about how Krishna is Samaveda among all the Vedas. Second line is about how Krishna is Indra among all the demigods. And then the third line is talking about senses. And what is that line? It says, Indriyanam manaschasmi. Indriya means, see, don't confuse with Indra that we talked about in the second line, who's also called as Vasava. And third line is talking about Indriya. Indriya is different from Indra. Indriya means senses. How many senses do we have? 5 senses. What are they?
Panch Tattva. Is that what it's called? No.
No. Panchendriya.
Panch Indriya, okay.
Indriya. Pancha Indriya. Pancha Tattva is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Lord
Right.
Krishna,
Yeah.
Nityananda, Advaita, Gadadhara, Srivasa. Okay. Now, what are those 5 senses? Someone else? We can stop sharing, beta. Datri, I think everybody has the link. They can look in their link. What are the 5 senses?
Sight,
What?
smell, taste, hear, touch.
Yes. Sense of seeing, sense of hearing, sense of smelling, sense of tasting, and sense of touch. Everybody clear about these senses? Right? Now, among these senses, Krishna is saying, I'm the mind. Indriyana manah chas. Manah means mind. Asmi means I. Indriyana manah cha asmi. So Krishna is saying, among the 5 senses, there's only 5 senses, but where is this 6th? Mind is also grouped as sense in one of the future verses of Bhagavad Gita, where Krishna says that he's grouping, though it is not a sense, it is the group, it's grouped under senses. So among all the senses, Krishna is saying, I'm the mind. For example, now let's see how mind controls all the senses. Mind is a controller of all the senses. For example, we all are sitting here discussing in this class. Now you are using your sense of hearing, correct? But if your mind is somewhere else, you're physically here, you're engaging, you're able to hear, but your mind is thinking about your assignments, your projects, or your homework, which is good to think. Or your mind is thinking about something. What happens though you are using your sense of hearing, it is not hearing correctly, isn't it? It's not even hearing. That means mind is controlling it. So mind is a controller of the senses. So the five senses function correctly only if the mind is attentive to them. Do you all agree with me? If the mind wanders away, the senses cannot function properly. Isn't that true? Therefore, it's established now. So let's say we're eating food, right? And it's tasty food. However tasty it is, we're not relishing it because our mind is somewhere, isn't it? Similarly, with the sense of seeing, we might be looking at somebody, looking at something, but what we're actually seeing is where our mind is. Can you all explain to me this concept? Is it something which you all can relate to, which you all can understand, or am I just telling something abstract?
I can understand.
Can you give me an example of one sense as to how that sense is not performing because the mind is somewhere? With it. It's not hard, just it's very simple thing.
But like smell, like through smelling could be
I don't know if smell can be under the control of the mind. Can it be?
vision could, like
Vision could be, right? How? Give an example how vision could be.
like you could be looking at something,
Mm-hmm.
but your mind could be imagining something else.
Yes. So our sense of vision can be controlled by our mind. Yes. Do we have any proofs of any examples that we can give from? Okay, Nivan, what do you have to say, beta?
I don't have an example, but like it's like you're conscious. Like, okay, you see something, but like if you're not conscious about it, you don't know it's there. Like
Exactly,
a
that's so
wall.
true.
Like it's like you're sleeping and there's a wall and you may know it because you have like experience your home and you know all of it, right? But
Correct.
like, your sense of touch is like you're sleeping, right? And you're sleepwalking and you don't know where you're going, but still you're probably gonna hit that wall. So
Right. Sometimes sometimes let's say you're going on a train ride and you are looking out to the window. The train is going at a speed where you can watch what things are there, trees, plants, animals. But your mind is thinking about something else. And then later somebody asks, hey, did you see that cow there in the field? Did you notice it? I said, no, I did not. Actually, I was thinking about something else. Right? That's about vision and hearing also. So many times we hear our parents tell so many things. Sometimes our parents also, we tell them what happened at school or we tell them something which we want to tell them with excitement. But our parents are busy. They're like doing their work. They're lending their ear to us, but they're actually not listening because their mind is on their work. Yes or no? That means mind is controlling our senses most of the times. And that's why mind is very important to control our mind. And Krishna is saying, among all the senses, in which Krishna is grouping the mind also as one of the senses, he's saying, I am manaha, meaning mind. And Krishna also tells how to control the mind by chanting his names. When the mind is on Krishna, and we meditate on Krishna and meditate on the sound vibrations of Krishna, then our senses also stay in control. So that's about the third line of this verse. Now let's come to the fourth line. What is Krishna saying? Bhutanam asmi chetana. What is it? And in living beings, I am the living force. So Krishna is saying, I am the living force. What differentiates between a living and a non-living being? What is the difference between a living and a non-living being? Can anybody tell me? Yes, Nivan.
Oh, living is like living can like feel and touch like most of the like animals, plants, like they survive, right? They have a survival strategy, but like
Let's
um
say, let's say there is a dog dead and there is a live dog. What is the obvious difference between a dead dog and a live dog?
one is like living, so they have a sense, they have senses, right? So like
That
they
is
can,
consciousness. Yes,
yeah,
yes. Vidit.
consciousness, yeah.
Yeah, Vidit, tell me.
The a live dog can breathe.
Yes, breathing is there, but even yeah, breathing is there, but you might that breathing is called chetana. Chetana meaning some active spirit is there within it. Isn't it? That is called Chetana, and that's what Krishna is saying here. Among all the living entities, I am that consciousness which differentiates from the living and the dead. Consciousness is the quality of the soul that distinguishes it from dull matter or dead matter. Note it down. Consciousness is the quality of the soul which differentiates from dead matter. The difference between a living person and a dead person is presence of this consciousness, which in Sanskrit is called Chetana. That's why he's saying Bhutanam asmi Chetana. Chetana meaning consciousness or the living force. And in the absence of this living force, that person or that body is considered as a dead body. And therefore, we have to understand that consciousness or this Chaitanya exists in the soul by the divine power of God. Because Krishna himself is saying that he is the consciousness. God is the sentience in the sentient. He is the uh, consciousness of the soul. Soul gives the consciousness to the body. But within the soul, the consciousness is also given by Krishna. Therefore, Krishna is saying, I am the consciousness of the soul. So now 4 things we learned in this verse. First one is that he is Samaveda, the topmost among all the Vedas, or that Veda which helps living entities, the human beings, to understand God and get closer to him through devotion. And then he says that among the demigods, among the controllers of this material nature, the topmost is Indra, and Krishna himself is actually Indra, manifests as Indra. And then among the senses, which is grouped with the mind, 5 senses with the mind, Krishna says, I am the mind. And among the living entities, whatever consciousness, the life force exists within the soul, and that is Lord Krishna. Therefore, he's calling Chet. So if you all are enthusiastic, we should also get a hang of all these Sanskrit words. Where Krishna is saying Asmi, Asmi, Asmi. If you see, most of these verses are saying Asmi. Asmi meaning I am. I am meaning because Krishna is speaking, Krishna is saying, I am. So that hang of that word you should get. And then in this word, the important things that we can learn, which are different from what we know already, is Indra's other name is Vasava, right? Also, we learned about 4 Vedas. We noted them down and we should know them now. So first line talks about 4 Vedas. We should know by now. I mean, after this point, if anybody asks you what are the 4 Vedas, you should know them because you have learned today and you have noted them down, and you should also be enthusiastic to remember. Among them, Krishna is Samveda. The next one is Indra. Indra is the king of all the demigods, and his other name is Vasavaha, and he is the principle. I mean, Krishna is the manifestation. Krishna is manifesting as Indra. Krishna is Indra himself. That's what Krishna says. And the next point we learned is we thought there are 5 senses, but Krishna is also grouping mind with the senses, and therefore, out of the 6 senses, Krishna is the mind. And we learned how mind controls the senses, not the senses that control, of course. Through the senses, when we see, whatever we see, whatever we hear, also contribute to our mind, our consciousness. Because when you see something attractive or a food that is in a bakery, then your mind says, oh, go ask for it, go buy it and eat it, isn't it? So Senses control our mind, but mind also controls our senses. And then it plays a major role. Therefore, Krishna is saying, I am the mind. And then finally, Krishna says that among all the living entities, the life force is coming from the soul, and I am Chetana. Chetana means that consciousness among all the living entities. That's today's verse. What do you all think about it? Any additions, any discussion points?
Um, I just wanted to share like an example of the inattentive blindness that I learned in AP psychology last year. And basically, psychologists did an experiment where they asked a person off the streets for directions. So the person was sharing the directions, and because their mind was on sharing the directions, they were not attentive. So the psychologists, they changed the person who was asking for the directions, and the person who was giving the directions didn't even notice that the person changed. So I think that would be an example.
Wow. Nice. Good. Thank you, Shrika. What else? Any other points? Yes, Nivan.
I think like the last two lines are kind of like related because like if you don't have consciousness, you can't really have like the five senses. Like you can't really be conscious of the five senses. So
Correct. That's true. Yeah. So senses and mind can only work only if you have life and consciousness. That's true. Very good point.